Seasonal animes come time and time again, and well, sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. But usually, if your seasonal anime gets another season, then it's doing something right. Classroom of the Elite is now on its third season ever since it came out in 2017. That is literally about a season every 2 years. Some animes wish they could have this. So in this video, we should talk about Classroom of the Elite as a whole. And when I say the phrase as a whole, that means spoiler warning if you're not caught up to the series. And finally, if you like videos like this, show some love to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Now without further ado, let's talk about Classroom of the Elite. When you first kick on this series, you believe you're going to get the hardest slice of life series you've ever seen. And well, in some aspects, that's literally what you get. Classroom of the Elite is a story about kids that are elite. If you are considered an elite member of society, then if you're a student, you're going to go to this school. It's pretty hard to get in if you're trying to go to the school, but not for our main character, ayanokoji, at whom I will be addressing as Koji because I will not be saying that full name. Koji is your nonchalant, I am better than you character. Now, we can't say it's because he's actually stuck up compared to he's just one step ahead of everyone else. So when most of the cast is put within this school, they believe it's going to be a grand old time. That is until we actually see what this school is about. A little later within the first episode, we're shown as an audience that this school is about worth. You'll basically get an allowance depending on where you rank. And this allowance goes for every need that you want. I'm talking about food, beauty products, events, everything. So you're not only tasked to do better to get more points, but also making sure you don't go broke. It's honestly kind of a crazy system to have because these are high school kids, but at the same time it's an anime, so why would we care? When it comes to Koji living within his world, he doesn't have much of a reasoning, at least for now. Matter of fact, most of the time that we see Koji, he's just kind of sitting around showing off his big brain plays. And realistically, him being a step ahead of everyone else makes everyone else seem dumber. I mean, take a look at our female protagonist, Horikita. I mean, she's realistically only at this school to say, hey brother, I made it. Meanwhile, her brother that is top notch presumably doesn't care about her. Now there may be some type of brotherly sister love here, however when we see him he's about to show Yukin her guts. But then you know Koji just so happens to be watching and he's here to save the day. And for Classroom of the Elite it is very interesting that every character must work around Koji. We can also take a look at the character Kushida, who's supposed to be everyone's favorite. She puts on a fake smile so everyone around her will eventually love her at some point. However, when our big brain protagonist somehow finds out that she's actually faking it, he gets in some trouble. You know, she kind of pulls that I am a woman so you lose card. Now unfortunately he would have lost this game here, but you know Koji's just 15,000 steps ahead. He doesn't seem as if he really cares. And later on when we see her, she's just kind of not important anymore. I mean, we even have other baddie characters that are tricking her because there's a bigger baddie than she is. And speaking of the biggest baddie of all, Mr. Longhair Don't Care is just so cool. Ryuen is that character that kind of takes everything as a joke. Matter of fact, he tries to bully the lower class because he can. And I mean, sure, more power to you, but he seems to feed off of emotion. Therefore, he seemingly can't fight against Koji, well, because Koji doesn't have it. So therefore, if he can't fight you through your emotions, he's gonna fight you through another way. Classroom of the Elite has insane bullying, even from our main character, Koji. The situation occurs from another character's misfortune named Karuzawa. I will not be saying that name again, no way. But essentially, she gets bullied by other girls because I guess bullying is just fun. While she is getting physically beat by these girls, which is terrible, right after, Koji comes up and says, hey, spread your legs. Realistically, I know why this happened, but it's kind of crazy to still say it. Typically, this would be traumatic for any woman to hear, but for her, she just ends up liking Koji afterwards. It's insane too. I mean, she is infatuated by him. But on top of that, he does not like her back, plus he uses her for his own selfish gains. It's honestly very sad and her fate is quite miserable. It's really sad because eventually our too cool for school Ryuen shows up saying I will use her to get to Koji. And I mean the things that he does to her is like, bro, are you good? And he did it all so he could start a fight with Koji. Now listen, hear me out, common sense speaking, I don't really understand why you would beat up a girl just to get to the guy. I mean, let's be completely honest, you look kind of soft trying to fight her just to get to him. But nonetheless, I guess it works and somehow he gets the fight that he wants to have. The only problem is him and Genki get absolutely worked by Koji. And the weird part about it is he kind of likes getting worked by him. But at the end of the day, Koji ends up saving the damsel in distress. And all in the same time, he still says that I don't like you, so hold that L. What I'm trying to say is this was a terrible climax for season 2, I'm not gonna lie with you. But even if Classroom of the Elite does not have the most interesting plot, there's still one thing that is doing extremely well. It just knows when it's time to do what you gotta do. I'm pretty sure that this show does not list as an ecchi, so I don't know where this is coming from. But honestly, am I really complaining? Not too much. What I'm trying to say is Classroom of the Elite is a good show to watch when you have it on in the background. You know, when you're out there flipping hot dogs or something like that, like you do with baseball. And plus, if it's already on season 3, you know for a fact they're not gonna cancel it. But if you are a fan of Classroom of the Elite, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And with that, thank y'all for watching, especially you guys that are Patreons. If you want to support the channel more, I greatly appreciate you taking a look. And if you're wondering what to watch next, I just talked about Sword Art Online over here. Yeah, you know that show. I know you do. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Peace.